Nobody expects their baby to have a fetal anomaly. I remember being a little bit in denial when they told me my baby might have Down syndrome. I bet they told everyone that. But if it were true, what would his life look like? What would my life look like? Did God really think I could handle something like this? Hi there. I haven't really done a video in a long time, and kind of feels weird to do one right now, but I wanted to give a little bit of a pregnancy update, and I wanted to kind of document what we've kind of gone through in the past month or so. It's been a little bit of a rough month. January 18th, it's the coronavirus pandemic. I have had to go to all my appointments by myself, which has been not great, especially when you find abnormalities and things, complications with your baby and you're alone. It's not the best experience. So on January 18th, I went in for a anatomy scan, which is pretty customary. You kind of go in, they measure all the parts of the baby, and they just make sure everything's growing right. And so I went in, and it was kind of a weird experience. My healthcare provider is called Kaiser, and that's a company that does everything in-house, but they needed to refer me out to a different doctor, a different ultrasound technician, because they were out. I mean, things have been crazy with the coronavirus stuff, and so I'm sure it had to do with that, and they just didn't have enough ultrasound techs. So I went to this appointment, and they told me that I was there for a bright spot on the baby's heart that was found. I was really confused because I had never had a really formal ultrasound with this baby, but I did remember the same thing happening with my daughter. So I thought maybe they looked at the wrong scan, which ended up being the case. So anyway, went in, was a little thrown off because I thought either someone's not telling me about this heart problem or they don't have the right information. So that was a little unsettling. This doctor was a high-risk doctor because they were told that the baby had a heart problem, or that something abnormal came up on the scan. Saw the doctor, and he found something called clubfoot. Baby's feet are going like that instead of a normal baby's feet would turn out just a little bit. His are going in, and so that he told me that could be a sign of a genetic problem, and that really did freak me out a bit. Got home, told David, and yeah, we were a bit rattled, especially because the doctor that I went to didn't have the best bedside manner and was just very frank about the fact that it could be something big. Hey, cutie pie. Hi. Say hi. Hi. You're so pretty. Yeah. Your hair's crazy though. So went to the high-risk Kaiser doctor. First doctor didn't find anything wrong with the heart, just the feet. This doctor ended up finding something wrong with the heart, which ended up, she believes, being a hole in his heart. It's called AV canal defect, and she confirmed the club feet, and she believes that those two things are an indicator that our baby would probably most likely have Down syndrome. So we are waiting on results. I got a blood test to tell us if the baby has Down syndrome or not. And that's kind of where we're at right now. We're waiting for a lot of things. I obviously am concerned about the baby's heart, probably most of all because my baby will probably have to have surgery. Well, we kind of need to see what is going to happen, what the cardiologist is going to say, which is a person that I'm seeing next week. Very much anticipating the genetic test for the Down syndrome, just so that we can know what we're up against and what to expect a little bit more. My baby does have Down syndrome, It's not what I was expecting. It's gonna be something to adapt to, and it's a little scary for me, just feeling like it's a lot more pressure for me to be an even more attentive and better mom if I have a child that has special needs, and thinking, am I a good enough candidate for being a mom to a special child like that. Of course, I've heard wonderful, wonderful things about people with Down syndrome and from mothers of children with Down syndrome. And so that's kind of where we're at. And it's been really hard to go to all these appointments alone and not have my husband there with me. We've been blessed to be able to FaceTime for these more complicated appointments. Yeah, I guess that's it. I just wanted to have this down somewhere and kind of have a little bit of a record of how I'm feeling right now. Obviously very stressed, and I'm trying to relax. So I just came out here to be in the sunshine. Reagan has been one of my joys. She's obviously a toddler, and it's been a little hard to keep up with her, but also she's brought a lot of joyful moments and just making me laugh and things like that. So I'm very grateful for her. So anyway, that's our update. And hopefully I'll be able to check in again with more information. Very much looking forward to having more information and just feeling a little bit more under control about like a plan and just knowing what to expect and all that. So that's pretty much it. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Hi there. Coming back to update the video. It's been about a little over 2 weeks since I filmed my last update. I want to say it was the day after, maybe 2 days after, we got a call confirming that our baby tested positive for Down syndrome. So spent the next 2 weeks just processing that information. It's kind of a new life that we're going to be starting this new journey on. They told us they were about 99% sure that he has Down syndrome with his heart defect and his feet, and now with the testing, the genetic testing that they've done, they're pretty dang sure. So for me, that's looked like a lot of crying, if I'm being completely honest. Just like figuring out how I feel about things, and you know, you play scenarios in your head of what your life's going to be like now. When I was ready, eventually joined some groups that have been really helpful. But I'm not going to lie and say that it's been like all roses and daisies. We haven't put it on Facebook or social media or anything like that because we're already trying to figure out our own feelings, and it's just so complicated when you get responses from people. You feel weird when people say sorry about it because it's part of their little spirit and their personality to have Down syndrome. But you understand that people are just trying to be empathetic. But then it also kind of feels weird when people say congratulations because you're not quite at that point where you're like embracing it fully because you're just scared of all the unknowns. Yeah, but I want to say about a week after, I had an appointment with a pediatric cardiologist, which I had to go in by myself, which was really, really hard. Thankfully, it was a night appointment. It was around 6 o'clock. And so David was able to drive me to the appointment, wait for me in the car, and I was able to FaceTime him. But the doctor confirmed that our baby has AV canal defect, a complete AV canal defect. So that's basically a hole in the heart, And I'm so sorry if I'm explaining it wrong, but basically I think that it's when two valves, a hole in two valves makes them kind of become one. And so at about 6 months of age, our baby will have to undergo open heart surgery, which is horrifying and terrifying. And honestly scares me much more than the Down syndrome does. Though the doctor did reassure me that this is something that is fairly common for them. He comforted me by saying, like, nobody wants to have their baby have open heart surgery, but be comforted by the fact that this is something that's pretty routine and very successful majority of the time. So that did make me feel better. I've wanted to update better. I've wanted to document this better, but it's just been really hard. There's a lot of feelings and emotions and even guilt for how you feel tied to all of this. And so it's been hard for me to just pick up the camera and document it all when it all really is not all like a beautiful journey. Once I have him in my arms, I'm gonna, like, I just can't wait for that day, honestly. There's just gonna be some hurdles that we're gonna have to get over. Hopefully it will just make us all stronger and love this little guy even more. Today we're gonna go probably for our last ultrasound together. We found this really amazing place that just does ultrasounds. They're called Baby Bump Studios. It's all just for like to get pictures, and it's not really like medical as far as giving you any kind of answers or anything like that. So we're not looking for that today. We're just looking to go look at our baby boy and have a joyous moment together, because we haven't gotten to do appointments together, even though really, really hard ones. So it's been a huge blessing to just be able to go to one of these places, be together, see our baby, and just make those memories of the pregnancy together, because they've been very few and far between. So I have this little picture of him next to my bed, and anytime that I feel nervous about stuff or things get hard, I just look at it and I just remember that he's my son, he's my sweet boy, and I'm just grateful that I get to carry him and, God willing, get to have him in my life. So, I mean, I've reached out to so many people with Down syndrome children, and they just tell me I've won the lottery and that they're so incredible and sweet. And so that part I'm looking forward to. I think he's gonna be incredible. Anyway, that's all for now, and I'll try and keep it updated. Been a while since I filmed you against your will. Yay. You excited to go see your son?
I'm so excited to go see my son. He's been in prison now for 3 years. This is the first time we can go see him since COVID.
Oh my gosh. Are you excited to go see baby Thomas? Yeah. You're a cutie. I want to talk to you about something. Come sit right next to me. Me and Daddy learned something about baby Thomas.
What is it?
We learned that he's really special. And he has magic to make people happy.
So, Reagan, baby Thomas, right? He's your little brother, okay?
Yeah.
And he's gonna need a lot of extra help. Okay, he might not be just like you. Okay, he might have trouble learning and talking and walking. So we're gonna have to be really big helpers and help him, okay? Right? And we have to be big helpers and help mommy.
Okay.
Okay. But we love Thomas so much already, right?
Yes.
He's gonna be a great baby and a great brother.
Yes.
Okay, but just remember, he might be a little bit different. But guess what? Different just means he's special.
Yes.
Okay?
Okay.
And he's got the best big sister to help him, huh? You're gonna be so good.
Yeah.
I love you.
Love you.
Hello, hello. I thought I would try and document a little bit of a doctor appointment day for myself. Today I have 2 appointments. I have a lot more appointments than I used to have with all the stuff we got going on. This sweet little baby. And right now I'm at one hospital. My appointment's at 9 o'clock. I have a few minutes. That's why I'm doing this video really quick. And I had to park so far away. So we're gonna get some exercise getting to the building. And then in 2 hours I have my second appointment at a different hospital. So hopefully I make it in time because I just saw a bunch of traffic. But anyway, I'm assuming I'm gonna have a non-stress test today, but we shall see. Not totally sure what's in store for the day, but we'll see. I'm just gonna try and be as calm as possible. With Reagan, I had high blood pressure, mostly because just everything was new, like having a baby was new to me, and I think I just got a little worked up at my appointments. So I'm just learning how to just try and be chill about things, even though things are way more stressful this time around. I'm gonna try really hard to be chill. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in, see what they got for me today. Well, done with all my appointments today. Here's the radio. They added on a non-stress test today, so it was kind of like I had 3 appointments, and it was really draining. And I found out that I'm going to be doing non-stress tests not once but twice a week, and I'm just like really overwhelmed. I'm going to have like 3 appointments a week, and just sucks, but we'll figure it out. It's mostly just like hard because I have to have my mom watch Reagan or figure something out because I can't bring her because of COVID. Like, it's just all such a pain. I have to go like to my mom's house, drop Reagan off, go to my appointment, come back. Like, it's just, we live so far away from everything. Like, it's just really frustrating. Anyway, I just realized I didn't really like update this day. I was hoping to document it, but it's just been really draining. I think like one of the hardest parts, like, I don't know, I've just been emotional about how many appointments I have. I'm just like, it's like just frustrating. And just keep thinking that it's not really gonna stop after he's born. So I'm trying to like wrap my head around that and realize that this is kind of just the way things are gonna be now, and kind of just come to peace with that. So anyway, I gotta go relieve my mom, so just wanted to update. Bye. Update. Today is April 2nd, and I'm going in for a non-stress test. Last time I went in, my fluid was low, so the nurse told me to always have a bag prepared when I go to my non-stress test. So we're like organizingly, frantically trying to get everything ready to go if the baby does come. Hey, what are you doing, girl? Say hi.
Hi.
Hi. You're so pretty. So just thought I would enter that update. We'll see how it goes. I really haven't felt him moving a ton, enough where I'm like not rushing to labor and delivery right now, but
Mommy.
I haven't felt him move a lot, and she said that's something to look out for. So
Mommy.
hold on, baby. I'm leery going into this, and I'm mentally preparing myself to possibly at least start induction today. We'll see. days are, or you can be having a child that day. It's just so crazy to me. So today's a normal day, I guess. We're not having a baby today. I was fully prepared. Like, I don't know about fully prepared, but like I was mentally preparing myself. We have everything ready to go. But I feel like I'll feel even that much more ready now when the baby does come, and I'm just so curious if it's gonna be like weeks, if it's gonna be days, or what. I'm here at the hospital. I had 2 appointments today, a non-stress test and a regular OB/GYN appointment. They found that my fluid was low again. So my doctor told me to go home, hydrate, and then come back to the hospital at labor and delivery. And I've been monitored for a while, and I'm waiting for a special ultrasound that will go in depth with a couple things, and also they'll be able to check my fluid that way. So waiting on that. The fluid is still low. I've been drinking so much water. The fluid is still low. Then they're gonna induce me tonight, which will be crazy. But I'm just praying that everything will happen the way it's supposed to. If he needs to come out right now, come out. If he can wait, let's wait a couple days or a week or whatever. My induction is in 9 days, I think. So we'll see if we can make it to then. I'm currently 37 weeks and 5 days, I believe. So he should be okay if he comes, but we shall see how this all turns out. Back home. The fluid was fine after I drank a bunch of water, and now I'm back home. Such is life in this pregnancy. Up and down, up and down. I think my pregnant days are numbered, but we continue on another day. And hopefully he cooperates until he is ready to come out safely. Crazy. Hello. We are in the hospital. Want to say hi, babe?
Hi.
And it's go time. It's baby time. Being induced because I had low fluid again. And yeah, I'm hooked up to all kinds of stuff. All kinds of fun goodies. And we wait. It's what, 11:45-ish? And probably very minimal progression at all. I've been here since probably around 2-ish, but I've been in my labor room since 7, something like that, I don't know, and it's 11:45, so I think it's gonna be a long process. We'll see how it goes. got Thomas here. We're in the NICU. He came pretty quickly for my history. And got a little scary there at the end. His heart rate started dipping. I pushed with every fiber of my being. Got him out. Had him on skin to skin for a few minutes, and then he had to be rushed to the NICU. That's where we've been for a couple of days. We're hoping to get him out soon. He's been so strong. Our next steps are to get him feeding on his own. He's on oxygen. We gotta get him off oxygen, which he's doing really well. Oh, baby. Can we go? He's very sleepy, and that is probably slightly a result of his heart defect. So his heart's working real hard. He is a fighter, let me tell you that much. We just love him so much. It was a spiritual experience delivering him, and feel very blessed that he's doing as well as he is, and that he did well in labor and delivery. So we're happy. We miss him when he's here without us, but we're happy. He's where he needs to be. He is in the hands of people who know how to take care of him best at this time. We of course miss him when he's here. It's been really, really, really hard. It gets harder every time I leave. But we're grateful. He's so special. And so sweet. So there you have it. There's our update. And here's hoping I'll have another update with him being able to leave sooner rather than later.